Hello there everybody, it's HeroicLegend here, and if the volume is a little bit louder this episode, again I apologize, but I am trying things so you can hear both me and the game easier. So, let's go exploring. The map. From the map screen you can travel... Okay, it's just easy so we can fast travel now. Oh, that means I can specifically travel to them and themselves. I forgot about that. Alright, so first, it's probably best... I actually would like to see, talk to a lot of people around here. Dad too. Training grounds are now open. Let's go around and run around, so...
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's very rude to ask, Leone.
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
Don't be worrying about my dad, he can handle things.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
That too.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
Yeah, and I also think that raising the volume is probably better because then you'll be able to hear more things, and I'm not going to be speaking over them whenever they talk.
I have a request.
Ooh. So we get our battalions now. Oh, Dimitri and Claude are talking here. With to do watching in the background.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
Wow.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently.
That's great, Dimitri.
Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
He is my son in another playthrough, in another life.
Professor?
I know what you're thinking, why don't I just fast travel to people? I do kind of like still running around, and it is interesting to see, you know, what people, what different things are being said now.
For some students, this will be their first time stepping onto a real battlefield. It's important that they're mentally prepared. As for me, do I look green to you?
You did kind of when we were fighting those bandits the first time.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me about? Regarding spending your time at the monastery? Or battles?
Ah, right, so we've already learned all this. So
Just as
faculty
students
training.
have much to learn from other students, professors can also share their knowledge with each other. You should consider seeking instruction from Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela. I think you'll find their insight quite interesting.
So yeah, I can use teachers to help myself gain better stuff. But that of course takes up one of my points. Now, I am considering doing something a little bit odd this playthrough. Because I have stated I'm not quite sure who I'm interested in S-classing as the main character. But I do have an idea. But yeah, so I can increase my skills by training with knights, professors, and the monastery, and I can use the faculty training options to benefit from their wisdom. And as it progresses, training will become advanced drills and... Oh. Interesting.
Which house a student is assigned to depends on where they're from. That said, each professor has their own area of expertise. So if a student is adamant about it, it is possible to switch someone from one house to another. Pending your approval, of course. If you become closer with the students by partaking in the various activities around the monastery, you'll be able to talk to them about such things.
Yeah, so this is recruiting. Basically, I can go up to anyone and be like, hey, if you want to, you can become part of my class. Considering my class is pretty much good for attack and defense, all I could really see myself wanting is another mage, perhaps. Or, you know, someone who can be, I guess someone who's quicker. At least I think we're pretty good. I have to check the defenses of all my kids again. But yeah, to recruit students from the house, we need to meet the requirements. Each student prioritizes different stats and skills. It's easy to recruit students who like you. Try building up your support level with students you'd like to recruit. Certain non-students will become available for recruitment as the story progresses. So yeah.
I fully accept the necessity of real battle from time to time. but it is still a surprise to be tasked with punishing bandits without warning. It is a rather different sort of mission. It makes me wonder what the Archbishop is planning.
Oh, you'll be fine, Hubert. You crit on a 1. You make me have high expectations of you. But yeah, no, if episodes like this become way too long, I will start, teleporting to people, even though it means I might miss something.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Ash might actually be someone I'm interested in recruiting just because of the pure fact that he has a thief ability, and I very much like that. Okay, I'm starting to see some of the benefits of teleporting now. Why are you available for speech?
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it? Thank you so much. What is it? I'm not doing anything. Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
I'm sorry, Bernadetta. You're just being adorable right now, and I have to tease. But yeah, why is she here already? I don't remember her being here.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Ah, Marianne.
Hello. If you'll excuse me.
Okay. Oh, I just found some random experience on the floor. Actually, it's kind of funny when you think about it. It's like, whoops, I'm sorry, dropped some experience. Okay, we got the dues crops, so let's go ahead and start planting something else. And we cultivate with some water. I'm not interested in buying much right now. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, this is part of the reason why, it's not exactly good to be teleporting everywhere. Because you might miss out on stuff like this. Even though it might just be in the area, it is better to go hunting around the entire area for stuff. See, look at that. Gain XP like a madman. Ah, but they do have cooking available now, too. Which might actually make me take up one of my points.
So...
Gatekeeper, best boy.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see.
I would imagine.
Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
Oh, yeah, we discovered the marketplace now. Get a good look at it. And when we go up... Wait.
Hello there.
Wait. Oh, visit the captain's quarters. Whoops. Where are we at right now? There's nothing over there, so I should probably just go... Oh yeah, you can change the map size with this. The entrance hall, where everyone enters from, because they have to go through the marketplace first. Really good design, actually, if you ask me. You want people to go looking at your wares before they enter and leave.
You look bored. Care to duel? What? I just wanted to spar.
You there! We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Oh, will you? We have a very different memory of that.
Hey. Oh, Professor, how are you today?
I'm fine,
I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
Hey. I actually very much do like Alois. I really don't feel like he has a hidden agenda or anything. I feel like he's just a good-hearted guard.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me?
You turned around to face me and talk.
Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Oh, another kid of mine's here.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
Well,
I have agreeance. In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes.
yeah, even though I personally prefer the cold more. The cold's easier to fix. I understand where she's coming from.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Ooh, same. I'll definitely remember that.
Yeah, it's not me just answering to be that... I don't always pick my answers from what I like, but I also do pick them from what I know they like. But for the most part, if it's a gamble, I'll go with what I personally believe. Same with talking to people in cutscenes.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Sure. Oh yeah, the library recipes. Not all these quests throughout the day is very difficult.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Are they? Whoopsie, can't forget to go in here. Ah, there's Manuela.
Please. You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand.
Oh?
Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Thank you for the gossip, Manuela. Also, I spotted her through the wall.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. That would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Are you sure? I thought you'd found me out for a moment there.
I actually never answered that correctly, so it's funny to see the right answer.
I was thinking.
Hello.
Oh, here's Sylvan. Oh, jeez.
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the Academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
More than fine. You enjoy yourself, Sylvain.
I was thinking. The Knights of Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros.
Does that explain the dumb hat?
There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Saros and the knights.
No! Alright, let's get a quick look. I'm pretty sure we grabbed mostly everyone. I need to go back to the training grounds and grab Casper after talking to Cyril and the rest up there. Wait. Oh yeah, the cathedral's open now.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody. Oh, do you need me for something?
Who's the person? What are you talking about?
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. Alright, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering. the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household.
Huh.
Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future. There is nothing I cannot achieve.
It's good to have confidence there, but, don't overdo it, Ferdinand. A lot of my kids in Black Eagle House are very... I kind of want to say pompous. It's gonna take them a while to grow to be a family.
I hear the Officers' Academy of the Monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Interesting. This is where they raised Marth. I'm kidding, I know, different timeline and such.
I have a favor to ask.
A passion for music. Okay.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Shall we pray together?
So innocent.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macula, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. I have something to ask of you.
Okay, oh, there's Lorenz.
It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth?
Boy. Okay, so there's only 2 real spots left here. Alright, it's also Dorothea, who I need to talk to about the thing. So let's head to the library. Let's grab some books. Let's talk to Linhardt.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
It's very possible that they also read books, Linhardt. Alright.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself.
You should endeavor to visit those places, Ignatz.
I agree. They're brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors.
Yeah, this is why I take the time to do this every time Explore comes up. I like being able to bond with the kids, even if it's only one bit of support. If I answer the question right, that is. And I do like going around and seeing the flavor text of everything as well.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid.
Thank you, Heinemann.
And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Hey, he just complimented me while complimenting Rhea as well. I like that. I like being complimented. And in here, it's the Tactics Primer. Right. I already know this. Access the items menu to use, store, take, or swap items For your units, items that cannot be carried will be sent to the convoy. Access abilities to combats, blah blah blah, what they've learned. Use a battalion, yeah, okay, so battalions go as such. I wasn't auto-assigned this for once, but I will assign it now. So, Geralt's Mercenaries. They provide me with bonuses, and they can of course level up. They have a 10 MT and 50 hit, so having more hit on things would be probably preferred. Or again, avoidance, which is why I'm considering giving them a cast bar as well. But I should be doing it to people who have at least authority. I think I'll give her the Saros Mercenaries, just so she can onslaught and knock them back. And I'd actually rather Ferdinand have the last ones to prevent their movement. Alright.
What?
And over here we have...
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Saros. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Rhea herself. Okay, so I will talk to her probably last. It's going to be spending my time doing some other stuff. Fast travel here. I think I could fast travel directly to Dorothea. Wait, I forgot the training ground. Oh, found that. Right. You have to visit new places first. Let's go quickly do that, then turn in the quest.
Okay.
And depending, I might actually make food for all my kids, just because that's probably the smarter thing to do.
That's said. That reminds me.
And here's everyone's favorite boy.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
Again, I know the right answer to this. It's skill. A martial artist can easily clap someone who's only trained their muscles. That's why it's important to have both, but...
I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
Look at that smile. I can't help it. Look at that smile he has.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training?
Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
And now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training?
So y'all baited me here.
After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure. But don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
I almost want to take Felix out of his own class just so he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. Mostly because I'd rather him be away from his friends as well, because he's being a little... See you next Tuesday!
You're a lifesaver.
Happy to help, lady. They don't force me into doing that. That's nice. I believe, yeah, right up here, actually. So I just go out.
Hi.
To the right. And then to the right again.
Bridget, Elmira, Thusker, even people from... Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Rude. Well, now I have the sheets for both things here.
My savior, thank you.
Yeah, happy to help. Hey. We will go for the food, too, after I study under Rhea, if she's available to study under.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Ah, the shield. Okay, so, very briefly I'm going to explain. Anyone who's played Fire Emblem, Shadows of Valentia knows that... Is it Shadows of Valentia? The one with Alm in it. You have other equipment besides just your sword. For example, I can equip the leather shield, and now I have some extra armor to myself. Of course, there's more things available, and as time goes on, you'll probably be able to get more better objects, but for now, you get defense, which is probably really needed amongst my kids.
Thank you for paying me a visit.
She's so happy.
Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with? Believers live their lives by her sacred wisdom. Please use the library's vast resources to learn more. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit. I can often be...
Ah, I cannot study under her right now. Actually, I don't think I can study under anyone right now. Which means I'm sad. No, wait, I should be able to study, right? Or are you not giving me that ability until I'm at least a D professor?
Excellent. And your
Yep, can't study under anyone. I should have realized that. Alright, so we're gonna go bond with our kids and go right to the dining hall to prepare some food. Okay, first things first. Let's cook with... Oh, she's already pretty happy with me. I think better to go for... Well, let's just go for Manuela right now. 3 extra HP is nice. Let's actually go for the HP right now.
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive. Should I show you what I can do, Professor?
Stop being horny on Maine!
Right. I do so enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook. So I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup. Oh.
Oh, wow, that was a double up. Interesting. Alright. Ah, Edelgard and Lindhart for this. Perfect, I actually never got the chance to really bond with Dimitri.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
I'm just happy you kids are happy. You're my kids, you're my students. Ooh. Well, I think that's it for today. Unless I can go fishing. Can I? I can! We fish! Nyeh. Alright, let's see. That was bad. That's better. That's better. That's good. It's still just a good, though. Up we go. And we got this, when you share a meal. Ooh, a big one. I'm more used to the redfish than anything. I say as I'm about to fail. Woo! That was actually closer than it should have been. Ah, boosted dexterity. That's nice. There we go. I don't know why. Off screen, I'm actually really good at fishing, but on screen, I'm not. Come on, let me at least get one excellent or perfect here. Gotta focus, that's all. And this is what focusing gets! Behold my pike! And it gives me more experience! Ah, no wonder I leveled up so quickly, Professor. Oh, doubly perfect. Bring it up, share a meal, gain 10. Okay, so it is based off the rarity of the fish. Interesting. Let's go! Alright, so some fish to capture, some fish that we can use for sharing a meal. We will end the episode... Well, we're gonna end the episode probably... Oh. Well, we can end it after this, if anything.
Have you not been told what's expected from lectures here? Well, I can tell you how it works based on what I've heard from other professors.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna give you the super brief explanation of this, otherwise we're gonna be here. Actually, no, I should give everything, because once this stuff is done, it really just starts whooshing by. So, when you instruct your students, they gain skill experience. As their skill experience levels increase, so they will gain access to new abilities and combat arts. The number of people you can instruct is indicated by your activity points on the top of the screen. When you get a group task, the students you assign will continue the task until you change it. After the first round of instruction each month, your students may come to you with a question. They will be motivated if they like your answer.
Before starting a lecture, it's a good idea to determine everyone's academic goals. Students will want to prioritize studying things that will help them achieve their aim.
So, basically, what I was just doing in the previous episode where I was, showing off the goals and such, the students study on their own and they can earn skill experience according to their skill goals. Results are reported at the end of each week. You can alter students' goals at any time using the goals menu.
It's probably easier to get good results if you instruct students based on their interests and specialties. Of course, that doesn't mean it's pointless to teach someone things unrelated to their personal goals as well. By looking beyond their preferences, some students may find they're interested in fields they've never previously considered.
Basically the 3-star thing. So if you notice, again, during that episode, I picked one of the goals as something that one of my students didn't particularly like or care for, but they had a 3-star in it. They can unlock what's known as a budding talent where it does become something they're interested in, and doing so, basically they'll excel in it, and they may even learn something unique or interesting.
A student's goals may change based on their studies or the experience they gain while on missions. When that happens, perhaps you could help them decide what new goals they should set for themselves.
Yeah, so basically, my kids might come up to me and be like, "Hey, Professor, I was really good at using the sword, and now I want to be mostly a sword user." Or, "I was really good at using bows, and I want to stick to bow using." All sorts of things that you can pretty much help to determine where your students go. Although you could also tell them no.
How motivated a student is will affect how well your tutoring goes. To help cultivate their motivation, I think it's a good idea to interact with your students as much as possible. Please try your best to motivate everyone, so that they, in turn, will try hard with their assignments and activities.
Yeah, so, morale. If you remember correctly at the end of the previous episode, Dorothea being MVP got her some motivation, although she was already maxed out of motivation. Eating with the kids, finding lost items for them, giving them things, a whole plethora of things can be used to increase their motivation. So, it's always in your best efforts to try and get them such. And then, of course, one way to increase motivation is to, interact with them around the monastery, like I was just saying.
At the Officers Academy, students are encouraged to engage in various activities in and around the monastery. If you instruct your students to work together as a team, it will help to deepen their bonds and produce better results.
Right, so basically, the group task. You can assign one group task each week. The students who take part will earn a skill experience based on your choice. You can also get gold and resources by completing these tasks. And the result of the group task will depend on your students' strengths and weaknesses and affinity for one another. So it's best to put people who can be friends next to each other for this, as they will bond during it.
Have you heard about the certification exams? Everyone here is working hard to become a certain type of soldier. And those tests are how you can check to see how far we've come. In order to pass the exam, you need to train enough to become whatever class you're aiming for. Take care to develop your students strategically so that they can pass their certification exams.
It's basically the SEALs, except you have a chance to fail it, which I kind of like a little bit better than just, hey, here's the thing, go be better. Alright, now I can begin the lesson plan. Let's first go for this. I do want Ferdinand and Bernadetta on this. As for instructing, I actually have 3, which is interesting. I don't remember having any. So we'll go for Edelgard first. I want Edelgard to be our... Well, I'd actually like her to have some backup in magic. There's a 6 in magic, which is not terrible. And that could prove useful later. So we will give her Axe.
I still have...
And then we'll give her a little bit in this.
Nothing worth celebrating. Praise isn't necessary, really. I'm improving, thanks to you.
Yeah, so teaching your students personally helps you to bond with them. I think auto-instruct might negate that, but it also might be more tactical with what you want. It's also just quicker to do in case, you got things to do. Let's go for Dorothea as well. We wanted to get better at mage stuff quicker.
I got it? You're quite the motivator, Professor. Everything went pretty well today.
I am thinking it might better serve her to be another healer. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for that. Let's have 2 kids that we're getting the 3-star for. Well, that's all I'm going to really focus on, just those 2. And then we'll go to Lionheart last.
It is a long road to mastery.
You're going to get it soon, though, my boy. Trust me.
Tell me, am I achieving anything yet?
Ah, phooey. Wonder if that's luck-based or not, but yeah. Alright, so let's begin the lecture.
Tell me something.
Pretty soon I'll have eaten everything they have to offer in the dining hall. What am I supposed to do? Keep eating the same board meals over and over again?
I'm not sure about that.
Ooh, I didn't answer correctly for once.
It is a perfect day to exert oneself.
Oh no, this is impossible. We did it!
Huh, only good. That's alright, though. Alright, let's check and see. Everyone's doing well.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Okay, so this is where they teach us about missions, auxiliary, paralog, blah blah blah. But we're going to save that for the next episode, which will be on Monday, because it's becoming the main LP. Which I should probably be, stopping, reminding you all of. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and do hope you enjoyed the episode. Like I said, after we're done with all the tutorial stuff, the game really gets rolling, and I really do enjoy it. I think you all will enjoy it as well. So, let's save. And then we save again. And I tell you, thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do hope you won't be too angry at me for playing the game a certain way. And I always invite you all to pick up the same game and go through it on your own. Doing different things than I have, maybe exploring different opportunities, recruiting kids, getting rid of kids, benching certain ones. Lorenz, sorry, coughed. But until next week, I just want to say, laters.